But getting back to this game that I never left.
But yeah, man, I had to sit up there and make this shit known, man. It's so much shit that has to be acknowledged because there's so much bullshit that people are promoting these days. If you let these guys tell it, they're going to have pimps working security jobs and all that other shit, you know? Hello.
Hey, what's going on with you, Simple? This Keith Capone from the Bay Area out of Richmond, California. What's going on with you, brother?
Oh, man, it's a blessing, man, to be here another day, man. Still got my liberty in society, you know what I mean? And it's a blessing, man, to talk to you, man, on this morning, man. What's happening with it?
Oh, shit, nothing much. I had called in about 2 weeks ago, bro, about a little situation with my ex and how she was trying to pump the new turnout. You remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I was watching one of your videos, bro, and then you was like telling how you went to jail and everything, and in one of the videos you said you forgot to check the bitch's ID. So once I seen that, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't check the bitch's ID.
No, it's not that I forgot to check the ID. She had a false ID. I didn't sit up there and do proper research on the ID that was given. But no, I searched the ID. It's just that I was young and dumb and just moved on simply because of her physical appearance and what the ID said. But as we all know, you know what I mean, Cali, man, that's the home of fake IDs. You know what I mean? So you got to do your research. You just can't go by a motherfucking ID and an appearance or a person basically having a conversation that sound up to par. You gotta do your research.
Right. So I had told the I'm like, you know, you gotta show me that ID. She didn't want to give me the ID. We couldn't move forward. It is what it is. She was on some scary shit anyway. But I had went ahead and stayed down, and I had knocked me something else. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out here on the bleezy and everything on this phone, and then I see the little punk ass faggot, and my bitch is begging me to whoop her ass. I mean, not me to whoop her ass, but she want to whoop her ass because that bitch be calling the police and shit. I don't fuck with the bitch. I don't have no dealings with her. But I told her, I said, nah, man, we gonna keep it player. If that bitch do something, you know what to do. But we came out here to get money. Don't do all of that shit. Don't make this shit hot. I don't care if she did all that. She in the past. We gonna, focus on this money. You know what I'm saying? I set her down, and that was that. Now everybody was in my ear saying, nah, Keith, you shouldn't have did that. You should have had that bitch beat her ass. But then I was thinking about what you said about don't react emotionally, but at the same time, a nigga can't be no punk too. Do you feel like that was like a pimpish move I made, or was that like...
Well, bro, on the real, hold on, listen to me. On the real, because you got like my number, like, text me or hit me later, man, because, it's information I could give you pertaining to that I don't even want to like give on here. So we could talk about that later. Right now, bro, I'm kind of like really on the subject that I'm speaking on. You know what I mean? So we can speak about that later, man. And I can give you some information that really, you know what I mean? I don't really have the liberty to talk like that on this YouTube. Right. So, you know what I mean? I get at you, man, at another time, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was right when I told you that to mentally respond and not emotionally react, because you're going to feel like a sucker once your ass up in jail over the bitch. Because if your ass in jail or you in prison, the bitch still out here being a motherfucking fat. So you got to sit up there and think about that.
Right. Well, what's the way that I can contact you and get at you? What, on the Instagram?
Yeah, just you could DM me and let me know, man, that you such and such and explain the story, and I can get at you like that.
Okay, for sure.
Just let me know that you know what I mean, who you is, and as soon as that you verify it, we're gonna sit up there and chop it.
Okay, for sure, bro. I appreciate it, bro.
I appreciate you for calling in, and bro, always be conscious of your freedom, man. Love.
All right.
One. Come on, man. When y'all call in, y'all know I got love for y'all, but come on, let's talk about this subject. I want to talk to those that don't agree with me. I want the people that don't agree with me to call in and say something logical and not subjective. Because when this subject come about, it's only subjective statements being made, but nothing logical. You can't say that the whole population is doing that. No, sir. Hello?
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
What's happening?
All right, check this out. Okay, now you say pimps only pimps, right? That's all they do. They just pimp, no more, no less. Okay, now with we had Virgil Fairley and Ryan Newt last night. Now Virgil Fairley, he's still looking good, you know, still riding real nice and right, and he's been doing it over, you know, some decades. Now, do you think that'll confuse the young brothers coming up because he's still got it going good and still looking swell and everything, or do you think the brothers should just stick to the script?
Well, I mean, if you desire to be a hustler, a successful Mac, you know what I mean? I would say that, you know, Virgil's steps is the steps that you should follow, man, because he's a legend. You know what I mean? He's a legend for what he does. Both of them, Ron, Virgil, they both legends for what they do. But, you know, if you're going to say that you a pimp, then, you know, you need to make up your mind that you're going to pimp. Because like the scriptures say, a double-minded man is unstable in all his motherfucking ways. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So it's either you're going to pimp or you're going to sit up there and be the dope man. You know what I mean? One or the other. You can't be both. You can sit up there. Now, what you can do is you can hustle. You know what I mean? And bras can gravitate to you because you're a successful hustler. But I don't want people to be under the impression and say, man, well, he got business, he's selling drugs, he got business. Well, don't you know that whatever you do in life, if you're successful at what you do, business will gravitate because they love a that's on top. So you could be a basketball player, you could be a football player, you could crack cards. As long as it's generating something, then you always have someone and people basically gravitating to you because everybody want to be with a winner. Okay? So whatever you winning in, women will gravitate to that because the volume of what you doing, you know what I mean, it's a successful volume. You know what you're doing. You know what I mean? If you a successful drug dealer, you know what I mean? And plus, nowadays, you got people like Future out that's promoting getting high. So, you know, why wouldn't a want to sit up there and be with the dope man? She listened to these type of songs. You know what I mean? The dope man got to high. You know what I mean? So, and he driving a nice car, so I'm going to choose up with him. And that's what happens. And then you got young people seeing them with different bras, and he got different materialistic things and stuff like that. And they say, well, shit, you know, maybe I need to mix it to fix it. And what I want you young people to know, that God said in his word, I'll be merciful to whom I want to be merciful to. I have compassion on whoever I want to have compassion on. And let me say this. Just because you seen one legend or one man sit up there and excel or be successful and God was merciful to that man, that don't mean that God is going to be merciful to you. As we see, Ron Newton Sr. was successful at what he did, and God was merciful to him while he was endeavoring to do the things that he did in the lifestyle. He said, my son wanted to live like Ronnie Newton Sr. So his son wanted to repeat the steps of his father. His son ended up getting killed. So I wanted to say, just because you see God being merciful to an individual, that does not mean that God is going to be merciful to you, because he have compassion on whomever he want to have compassion on, and he going to be merciful to whoever he want to be merciful to. So just because you see an individual doing wrong right, it has not turned the wrong into right. Just because you see that individual getting away, it appears like they getting away with it, that don't mean you going to sit up there and jump in and you going to be successful at what you doing. That don't mean that you going to jump in and repeat the same motherfucking history. So I just want to put that in your mind.
My man, right on. So what they should do is they should make a distinction and just say, okay, I'm this over here, but if you're going to pee, that's it. Just make it clear to everybody around you that that's all I'm going to do. No more, no less.
Right. Listen, make up your mind what you want to do. If you're going to do it, I don't encourage any young man to live a lifestyle that's contrary to the law. I believe that you should stay in school and do whatever. But if you're going to come out here in these streets, there are certain rules to play with each lifestyle, and you need to stick by those rules. If you're not going to play by those rules, be ready to reap what you have sown. And if you sow discord with the rules and regulations of the game, you're going to reap the consequences of basically sowing discord, of not being on one accord with this game. Period.
Oh, man, right on. Great information, my brother. Stay easy, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Blessings to you. I hope you guys live as long as you want and never want as long as you live, man. Y'all be blessed now.